How's it going, YouTube? In this video I'm going to do an in-depth tour of my 2010 Kia Forte Koup. I'm going to show you every nook and cranny and just tell you a little bit about about the car. So let's get started. Okay, the Kia Forte Koup SX comes with a 2.4 liter engine, has about 173 horsepower. It is, this one has a 5-speed automatic transmission. Let's crank it up. So you got the manumatic mode. I'm running on a little over 5,000 miles. Turn on a little bit of heat. It's pretty chilly out right now. Whenever you turn on the car, if you have your iPod connected, it always plays the first song on your iPod. It gets kind of old, because I'm kind of tired of this song. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to show you all the nooks and crannies. So, as you can see right here, you have on the door you have a nice big slot. I keep my mag light there. But if you have a water bottle, it fits perfect in this little bottle holder. This isn't suitable for a regular cup. It's really only made for a bottle. So occasionally I put a bottle there. You also have the same one on the other side. Same deal. Cup holders. Like I said, you got the bottle holders. You have a small and a large cup holder. And I'll just go up the console. So you got your heated seat buttons for the driver and passenger. Actually gonna leave mine on. And right here, one of my favorite features of the car is this tray right here. We have a USB port and a auxiliary port. And you can get this cable right here from Kia. I got it on eBay for about $16. It lets you plug up your iPod and you can control it on the stereo. I got a video showing how to use this, but so I'm not going to go into detail there. But you can basically control the iPod through the stereo without having to mess with the iPod. So that's a safety feature. So you're not down here, messing with your iPod, not looking at the road. I mean, you might not be looking at the road up here either, but it's got a little better vision there. Okay, this particular one came with the Sirius radio, satellite radio installed, a 6-month trial. I don't really use it. I'm not big on radio in general. I just use my iPod. Just my preference. So whenever that expires, I'm not going to renew it. You got a single disc CD player that plays MP3s. And you see right here, you got your FM AM radio button, then your satellite button, CD button, auxiliary, which is the iPod, or if you have an MP3 player plugged up, or a USB drive, that's what that'll work for too. It does not have dual climate control, just the single one. Not real big deal in my view. Don't really care. Let's see. Up here on the dash, you see right here where it has the little temperature gauge. Shows you how warm the oil's getting. And if you look right here, this button that says trip, this button controls whatever is up on this screen. See, I'm going to push it, and we have the distance to empty. Got 199 miles left on the tank. Push it again, you have your average miles per gallon. I'm averaging 24. That seems kind of low, but then again, I have a heavy foot, and I do a lot of traffic drive, you know, in-city traffic driving, so I'm not getting great gas mileage. And right here we have instantaneous, so it'll show you whatever, an estimate of what kind of gas mileage you're getting at any given moment. Since we're sitting still, I'm obviously getting 0 miles per gallon. Push it again, it shows your average speed. Like I said, most of the moving I do is in traffic, so fairly low, 36 miles per hour. Hit it again, elapsed time. I'm guessing this is for the trip meter. I'm not really sure what that means, unless that's however long you've had the car. I'm not really sure about that. Push it again, eco driving on. What that is when you're driving, there's a little green light that'll say eco up here. And if you're driving economically, meaning you're getting pretty good gas mileage, the green light will show up. If you floor the car, it'll go away, saying that you're not driving very economically or eco-friendly, whatever you want to call it. But that's what that's for. And you see here we have the trip meter, trip A and trip B. I don't really use them, so they're just kind of being not used. And we're back to the oil temperature. That's how the oil gauge works. Okay, up in our rear view mirror, you have a bunch of little buttons where you can set, have a mirror, no light on this model. Same over here. You do have a little extension, so if you're like, you want to block more sun out of your line of sight, just pull that out. A neat little feature. Okay, up here we have the sunglass holder and your lights and your door control, if you want them to come on when the door's open. I also have the sunroof button here. Haven't been seeing much use of this lately because it's winter and freezing. Do it once to just kind of hold it, and it cracks it, and if you keep holding it'll go back automatically. The only way to close it, well, while I'm open, I'll show you you have a little bug guard that pops up. To close it, you have to hold it. Let's see, we're now closed. Okay, let's look at the steering wheel. Have all kinds of controls on the steering wheel. Right here we have cruise control, on, off, cancel, resume, or speed up, set, set or decelerate. On this side we have radio controls. You control mode, go from CD player to auxiliary to radio, mute button, change tracks, volume controls. Okay, right down here are the voice controls for like Bluetooth. You can hit this button to communicate with the car, tell it to call so-and-so. You hit the little phone right here to answer a call, or here to end it. And obviously, horn. Right here we have the side mirror adjustment and locks. The windows, the driver's side window is automatic. The passenger side is not. I don't know why they didn't make it automatic. I really wish they did. I only have 2 windows. It doesn't seem like it'd be that difficult to have both windows automatic, but for some reason they didn't. Alright, let's look at some nooks and crannies. Here's the console. It's got a nice little top piece where you can throw whatever. Put your gum, some paper towels or napkins in there. Okay, this is nice leather, by the way, same as the seats. Got that with the SX package. Okay, and here you have the deep part of the console. It's got some receipts in there. If I'm carrying a weapon, this is where I keep it. See, I got a spare mag just laying around in there. I don't have my handgun in there right now. But yeah, can fit a bunch of crap in there. Stuff my random receipts back in there. Alright, let's look at the glove box. It's just an average size glove box, not very big. Just holds whatever you want to shove in there. I got my GPS and various phone chargers and my phone GPS holder. It'll hold a fair amount of crap. Not as big as my Mazda 3's glove box, though. That thing you could keep a laptop in. But, it's modest. I normally would keep my GPS stuff in the center console right here, but since I've started carrying, I'd like to just keep my gun in there and not have to wade through all that mess. There we go. Okay, I think that's all for the front. Well, let me let you look at the stitching on these seats. It's black leather with a red stitching. Really trendy. Let's look at the back seat. Okay. This seat, the passenger seat, slides forward a little bit more than the driver's side. So I generally, if I'm going to have rear seat riders, I generally let them come in on the passenger side. The seat is fairly spacey for such a small car. Like, have a good bit of foot room. I mean, I wouldn't suggest driving around any 6-footers for a long period of time, but it works. Right here you see you got a cup holder and a little tray to put whatever. Same on the other side. Oh, and it's in some of my other videos, but I reckon I'll show it anyway. Got the mood lighting control over here for the front speakers. You can set it on mood, which pulsates, kinda. And then music, which would move to the music. But like I said, I got a video showing how all that works, so I'm not going to mess with it. One of my favorite things right here is these aluminum sport pedals that came standard. Big fan of those. Okay, I'm gonna take the camera outside real quick and get an exhaust shot. The gas door release and the trunk release are down here on the floor. See, the trunk one is the one in front, and then the gas is the one right behind it. So let's go take a look at the trunk. getting kind of dark out, so I'm going to use this flashlight. Kind of hold with only two hands. Okay, pop the trunk release. Let's go look at it. You see here my Orion XTR Pro sub in a vented box. I've got the KIA Forte cargo mat and the accessory net. It's got a decent sized trunk for a coupe. As you see right here, this is the release tabs for the rear seats. I'll pull those and show you all that in a second. But yeah, decent sized trunk. Now let's go around this side. Hit the unlock button. Kind of pull the seats forward and they tumble. So you got a good little access hole to the trunk. Just kind of slam it to shut it back. I'm sorry I didn't do this video a little earlier in the day. Turn on the headlights for you. It does not come with HID headlights. I wish it had projector lenses, but it does not. So HIDs are not an option for this particular car unless I get some new headlights with projectors installed. But they do fine. It's got the fog lights equipped. Let's go take a look at them outside. Well, that's just about all the little compartments, nooks and crannies, and features of the car. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment on the page. I'd be happy to answer it. And yeah, just let me know. Thanks for watching.